My boyfriend, 19M, like to make rape jokes, and it makes me, 18F, uncomfortable. I've never posted before, so I DK what I am doing. I am in a group chat with my boyfriend of 6 months and his friends. I enjoy being in there. They're funny and we get along. But what I don't like are the occasional rape jokes. Usually coming from my boyfriend. I know it's dumb for me to be angry with him while he's being himself with his friends. And I feel controlling, thinking that he should just stop making these jokes completely. But it makes me really upset when I see these, because I experienced Saw multiple times when I was younger. I've already talked to him about how these kinds of jokes make me angry and uncomfortable, and that I do not like when he makes them. He said he was sorry and wouldn't make them around me anymore. But I still see him make them even if they're not directed towards me. I don't like seeing that my boyfriend thinks a topic like rape is appropriate to joke about. And I am not sure why. But it makes me feel worse that he was the one to take my virginity. Consensually, of course. Do I just let it go? Or do I say something? Please give advice. Some reading for you about rape jokes. OV from 2019. One Sexist Humor Study. More reading. How Undetected Rapists Use Rape Jokes. I think you should read these and think about whether your BF has any other signs of problematic sexual behavior, or if he uses humor to demean other people as well, racist humor, etc. Does he take no for an answer and stop, or does he keep asking? Note: not all people who make rape jokes are rapists. But a lot of rapists use rape jokes and rape culture to hide and build protection for themselves. If not, get your BF to read these and then have a serious conversation about rape culture and consent with your BF. Ask him about his views on consent. For example, does he believe having sex with his sleeping GF is okay? You need to figure out if his jokes are representative of his attitude on other things. And then you can decide what you want to do next. Don't date a guy who finds rape hilarious. You are literally in danger around him. Mortifying. It's time to break up with your boyfriend and find a man friend. Dump him. If he cares about you, he'll care that he's making you uncomfortable. If he's not willing to make the effort, well, that says a lot about what his priorities are. Do you really want to be with someone who doesn't even care enough to make a fairly minor adjustment to his behavior? Why do you think it's dumb to be upset? Even if he's just being himself, you are totally entitled to be upset with his behavior. I cannot imagine my husband continuing to make jokes that I've asked him to stop making. He respects me and my feelings way too much to keep up something that makes me uncomfortable. Especially over something like that. Find you a man like this. Not the one you have. Break up with him. I know that sounds dramatic, but if he finds jokes about it funny, then that already says everything. Some other points. He doesn't respect you enough to stop making jokes you specified you were uncomfortable with. He apologized but did it again, meaning he wasn't actually sorry for how you felt. Both of these show that in the future, if anything else he does makes you uncomfortable, that he will not respect it, and that his apologies will not be genuine if you can't even trust him to not make a horrible joke in front of you. Then what can you trust him with? You're not controlling or whatever else you said for him being himself with his friends. If being himself is rape jokes, then I don't want to know what he's like behind closed doors. People who are comfortable with rape jokes are also, for obvious reasons, a lot more likely to act on such things whether you want to believe that or not. So even if you don't want to lead out of respect for yourself, leave before he hurts you. It's important to note here that SA does not only class for directly forcing someone. Does he ask repeatedly for sex when you've said no? Does he encourage you into specific acts you don't like? E.g., anal, BJ's. Depends on the person. Is he into any kink? Kink isn't bad, but combined with rape jokes? Run for the hills before you end up on another case. Don't date people who think rape is funny. You walk away. Break all contact and find someone who respects you. Do you not see that he has no respect for you, or he would never make jokes like this? This is not a joke even slightly. It is not funny and shows utter disrespect for not only you but all women. This is really gross. Especially if you've explicitly told him they make you uncomfortable. While I won't say this is 100% a breakup thing, it's like a 90% to me. This is a fundamental incompatibility with someone and their inability to empathize with you. Or any SAW survivor for that matter. It's not dumb to be angry at that. It would be dumb to not be angry at that. Why do you want to be with a man who thinks rape is funny? Of course it makes you uncomfortable. It would be a deal breaker for me. I just asked my husband what he thinks of men who make rape jokes. And he got a disgusted look on his face and he said they creep him out. That's a red flag right there. Leave him before it escalates to the point that he'll do it. I'm a survivor of SAW and I would get upset if anyone make a joke about it because it's disgusting and disheartening. Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with all of the other comments here. Joking about rape, even not to or around you, is a major red flag. I can't imagine my partner or his friends finding something like that funny in any context. I think it's very telling of his character that rape is an ongoing joke for him and his friends. I don't know how the rest of y'all's relationship is, but this would be a serious deal-breaker for me. The kind of guys who make rape jokes are the kind of guys who will cover for their rapey friends. Not the kind of people you want to associate with. They're telling on themselves. Believe people when they tell you who they are. He would do it to you and laugh to his buddies about it. You've already told him. He doesn't respect that. That means he's not ready. Throw him back. Leave him. Dump him and move on. SAW isn't funny at all. Anyone who thinks it is something you should stay away from. It's not dumb to be angry about it, it's gross. Don't be with somebody like that.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Haircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.